3 years ago, an American F-16 fighter jet fired a missile at something flying over Lake Huron, Michigan, and shot it down. The video of that engagement? Locked away, classified, for 3 full years. Last month, the Pentagon finally released it. That's number 1 on this list. But here is the thing. It is not even close to the only UFO file the Pentagon just dropped on the internet. Last May, they released over 160 files about objects in American skies that they cannot explain. Files they spent 80 straight years denying even existed. Here are 10 of the most jaw-dropping UFO files the Pentagon just declassified. Welcome back to Untold 10, where we count down the facts, mysteries, and stories that sound fake but absolutely aren't. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Alright, let's get into it. Number 10. The case the Pentagon actually solved. Quick backstory. 1948. US intelligence officials are investigating a UFO sighting over the Netherlands. Months of analysis later, they come back with this conclusion. Quote, a single propelled jet using rocket assists with tremendous reserve power. Translation, they figured it out. We are starting with this one for a reason. The Pentagon's own files admit that most UFO sightings have boring, normal explanations. Balloons, drones, weird lighting. They want you to know this, because if they will openly tell you about the cases they solved, you really need to pay attention when they admit they hit a wall. And trust me, the next 9, walls. Number 9, the lights above the moon. Now this part is actually crazy. Tucked inside the Pentagon's brand new release is something nobody saw coming. NASA archival photos from the Apollo 17 mission. Astronauts on the actual moon in 1972. And in one of those photos, hovering right above the lunar terrain, 3 distinct lights. Not lens flares, not reflections, not stars. 3 separate light sources, floating above a place where there is no atmosphere, no air, nothing that should be able to produce a light. And that photo, it sat in the National Reconnaissance Office vault for over 50 years. Number 8. The 4 objects over Iran. 2022. A US military aircraft is flying over the waters near Iran. Its sensors lock onto something, then something else, then 2 more. 4 unidentified objects all moving together, in coordinated formation. The infrared footage was just declassified last month, and the Pentagon's own words about what they saw, quote, cannot be attributed to any known aerial platform. 4 of them, flying together, over enemy waters, doing things our own jets, by the Pentagon's own admission, cannot do. Number 7. The Syrian flash. A US military camera over Syria captures it. 2 semi-transparent, irregularly shaped orange shapes. Each one appears for exactly 2 seconds, then disappears. Gone. In a separate Syrian incident, the same kind of object pulls off what investigators are calling instant acceleration. 0 to gone in the blink of an eye. No exhaust, no engine sound, no physical signature of any aircraft we know about on this planet. Number 6. The football over the Pacific. This one was reported by the US Indo-Pacific Command itself. A football-shaped body, just hovering, near American naval operations in the waters near Japan. Captured on multiple sensors, tracked across multiple platforms by multiple teams. The shape is wrong, the behavior is wrong. The official Pentagon classification? One word, unknown. Number 5. The Greek puzzle. 2023. A US military sensor records an object over Greek airspace. The object is moving at about 80 miles per hour. Slow, not unusual at all, until it starts turning. The object pulls off multiple 90-degree turns, at full speed, with no banking, no deceleration, no physical change. The kind of maneuver that, on any aircraft built by human hands, would rip the wings off and turn the pilot inside out from the G-forces. This thing just keeps going. Number 4. The 209 sightings. Buried inside the Pentagon's recent release is one single document, and inside that document, 209 separate UAP sightings, all of them clustered around the exact same sensitive United States military installation. Where is it? Redacted. What did they see? That, they let us read. Green fireballs, glowing orbs, lights moving in patterns no aircraft could ever produce. 209 times, at one single base, and the Pentagon sat on this report for years before they let you read it. Number 3. The spheres that launch other spheres. 2023, the Western United States, multiple federal law enforcement officers, independently, same day, same story, they witness large spherical objects in the sky, and as they watch, the spheres themselves start releasing smaller spheres, like motherships dropping pods. These witnesses are FBI agents, the exact location is redacted, and in the FBI's own words, the case remains unresolved to this day. Number 2, the officer who couldn't speak. The Pentagon also released the testimony of a senior United States intelligence officer. His identity is classified, his career over 30 years, and he describes a moment when he and his colleagues encountered something they simply could not explain. Orange orbs, splitting apart in midair, changing direction at impossible angles, and then, in his exact words, appearing to interact with US fighter jets. Whatever it was, it did not run from our aircraft, it engaged with them. Quote, "We were virtually speechless after these observations." That is a senior American intelligence officer, saying out loud that he could not find the words. And number 1, the night the US Air Force shot down a UFO, February 12, 2023. An object is detected in restricted airspace over Lake Huron, Michigan. The President of the United States orders it engaged. An F-16 fighter jet from the US Air Force fires a Sidewinder missile. The object falls. The official explanation given at the time was vague. A balloon maybe. The Pentagon would not confirm, would not deny. And for 3 full years, the video footage of that engagement was classified, locked, hidden, until last month, when the Pentagon dropped it into their new UFO disclosure portal, the world's most powerful air force firing on something it could not identify over American soil. And until 30 days ago, you were not allowed to see the video. So which one stayed with you the most? Are you Team Lake Huron F-16 shootdown or Team Apollo 17 moonlights? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And honestly, if you want me to do a deep dive on any one of these specifically, just tell me. The Pentagon has already promised more files are coming. So yeah, we will be back. If this gave you that weight, what feeling, do me a quick favor and tap that subscribe button. We drop a brand new Untold list every single week. And trust me, you do not want to miss the next one. Alright, I will catch you in the next video.